record this now. So, hi guys, welcome to our lesson 36. Okay, and today's lesson, we will go to the module part later. However, we will look into, oh my gosh, this is our planner, wrong slide. Okay, we will look into something called quadrilaterals. Can you see it on your screen, guys? Do you see this? See this screen? Nampak ke? Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Good. All right, let's start. Okay. Now, what are quadrilaterals? Okay, now the word quad. Can someone tell me what does quad means? Quad means what? Let's see. Chat. Very good, Sridhar. Okay lah, you are form 3. Very good, Tristan. Okay, 4. Quad means 4. Okay, bi means what? Like bicycle. Bi. B-I. 2. 3. If it's 3, what do you say? Tri. Very good. That's why you get the word triangle. That means 3 angles. So quad means 4 and lateral means lines. Okay, they have 4 lines or 4 sides. Okay, I'm a fan of 3. Oh, really? Okay. All right. So what are we going to learn today in this little presentation here is be able to recognize and name the different types of quadrilaterals. Actually, you already know. You already know many of them, but it's just that maybe this term quadrilateral may be a little alien in the beginning. Okay? So before that, let's warm up a little and tell me, okay? I will just put alphabets beside it and you tell me the answers, okay? So guys, perpendicular means what? Equal means what? So this perpendicular is number 1, equal is number 2, bisect is number 3, and so on. So numbering is on the left, alphabets is on the right. So I'm going to put this as A, this as B, this as C, this as D, E, F, and G. So let's give a little quick revision of your terms. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, guys. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's start with number 1. You put in chat. Number 1, what is your answer? 5G. Wait, let me see. 1 first lah. Okay, 2D. Wait. Let me see. 1. What is 1? Everybody answer for 1. What's perpendicular? You remember perpendicular? What is perpendicular?
A bisector which bisects into 90 degrees.
Okay. Is there an explanation here? Which is your choice?
C.
Yes, 1C. Very good. Okay, the rest of you, okay, also try. So 1 perpendicular is a line at an angle of 90 degrees to another line. When I draw perpendicular, it looks like this. Do you remember? It forms a right angle. Okay, so 1 is C. Let's go to number 2 now. What is the meaning of equal? That's pretty easy, right? Come on, guys, quickly put in chat. You have to make this a bit quick. We can't take too long. Be a little faster. What is equal? D. Okay, the same as. That's equal. All right, very good. Okay. I know this may be easy for some. Okay, what is a bisect? Terms are important, okay, to a certain extent, okay? You being able to remember. So let's try. Okay, see that. What is a bisect? Don't look up the internet now, all right? Reading, okay. Put the numbering in. Okay, what is a bisect? E. A straight line joining 2 opposite corners of a straight-sided shape, such as a square or a rectangle. Do you think so? Do you think so? That is no. Nah. All right. Okay, I get it. I get it. F. Divide something into 2 equal parts. Tristan says that. Maybe. Okay. 3 going for F. What do you think? The rest of you? F or E? A straight line joining 2 opposite corners. Now, if you draw this out, that's not a bisect. Okay? All right, let's go with F. Okay, let's skip to F. Adjacent. What does that mean? What is adjacent? What does it mean? It's not a very complicated term. It's a very simple thing. No, it's not B. It's not B. No, it's not E either. It's A. Adjacent means it's next to. So who is sitting next to you? Who is adjacent to you? You understand? No, A and B is not the same. Okay. A and B is not the same. All right. B is completely different. Let's go to number 5, right angle. What is an angle? A right angle. Okay, this, I think you got you got it right. Is G, an angle of 90 degrees. Good. Now 7. 7 is parallel, right? What is parallel? Yeah, okay, good. Parallel are 2 lines that have the same distance between them and will never meet. This word never meet will tell you they are parallel. Okay, interior angle, okay. What's that then? H, good. And finally, diagonals. E. Now, how do you draw a diagonal? Clear. Let's say this is a square. Is this a diagonal? If I draw a line like this, is this a diagonal? Tell me yes or no. No. Is this a diagonal? Yes. Is this a diagonal? No. And is this a diagonal? I'm sorry, my lines are not super straight. Yes. So diagonals are, okay, a line that joins 2 opposite corners of a straight-sided shape. What is a straight-sided shape? Any shape which is straight, which has straight sides. It can be a pentagon. Do you remember? I think last lesson. Okay, I'm sorry. Again, my drawing is so bad. Trying to see whether I can draw something else or not. Let me clear. Pentagon. Do you know what is a pentagon? Okay. So I can draw diagonals there. This is a diagonal. This is another diagonal. Do you understand now? Okay. A 5-sided polygon. Fine. Okay. Many words and many names. Okay, let's move on, guys. Okay, we don't want to waste time. So this is just a quick recap, okay, of terms. Let's move. Simple question. What do you see here? All of you are probably very familiar with the simpler word for this, which is called as the rectangle. Okay. However, the definition of it is, it's a quadrilateral. Okay, it is a type of quadrilateral. There are many characters to it. What is it? First of all, it is a 2D shape. Do you know what makes a 3D shape? What is a rectangle that is a 3D shape? What do you call that? Who remembers? No, we don't call it volume. Cuboid. Well done. Cube. Listen, this is again quick revision of shapes. A 2D shape means what? It has 2 sides to it. One is the length and one is the height. A 3D shape means it has 3 sides. You'll have the length, the height, and the width. So if you add a 3rd dimension to it, you will form what we call a cuboid. If you have a square, what do you form then? If you have a square, yes, you form a cube. Volume is the space inside. That's correct. Okay, volume is the space inside. So these are some basics. Okay, let's move on. We don't want to linger too long on this. Okay, it's a 4-sided shape. Memanglah, you can see it's 4-sided. Okay, nothing great about that. Okay, so what else? Let's see. All of its sides are straight. Of course, you cannot have a shape like this, Pula. You don't even call it a shape. Suddenly the third side is crooked like this. That's not a quadrilateral. It's considered as an irregular polygon. It's not regular. Okay. All right, let's move on. What else are the properties? It has 4 interior angles that add up to 360 degrees. Okay. How do I get this? 90, 90, 90, 90. You see that? 90 times 4. And what is interior? Just like interior design, inside. So interior is inside. What is the exterior angle here? Who can tell me? How much is the exterior angle? Very good. 270 degrees. Okay, for point A, if I put this A and I say, what is the exterior angle? 270 degrees. This is the point. Good. Clear. So far, so good. Okay, there's more. Hold on. What do you see now? A square. And why do you think we do these lines for? To show that they are the same. Okay, let's move on. This is basic. All sides are equal. Opposite sides are parallel. Of course, you can see all interior angles are equal and they add up to 360 degrees. Okay. All right, let's move on to the rectangle. I'm going to go fast a little bit. Okay. It's the same thing here. Now, what do you see here? This is a rhombus. Okay. Now, what is the characteristics of a rhombus? Maybe not all of you may remember. Square and rectangle, you may be very familiar. Rhombus, remember rhombus, look at this. All the sides are the same. Practically, they are the same. So it's like a square, but it's tilted. That's what you need to remember. It's like a square, but it's tilted. And so this angle and this angle, it's the same. This angle and this angle, it's the same. This is an acute angle, which is less than 90. This is an obtuse angle more than 90. Do you understand? Remember, the main characteristic of a rhombus is the sides are the same. In this chapter, you learn about this. You learn their features. Then you answer questions. All 4 sides are equal. Diagonally opposite angles are equal. 2 angles are acute and 2 angles are obtuse, and opposite sides are parallel. You know it's parallel, isn't it? This line and this line will never meet. This line and this line will never meet. They are parallel. That's it. That's the feature of a rhombus. Can I have a thumbs up before you move on? You all okay with rhombus so far? Okay. Let's go fast a bit, okay? Because there's a lot of things to do. Next. There is another name that they give to a rhombus. It's known as a parallelogram. Kind of difficult. Parallel, okay, logram. Maybe the word parallel. Can you see parallel lines? So next time when somebody says parallelogram, please don't get too confused. It means it's a rhombus. Okay? Clear. Remember, later you are going to do a lot of things with these shapes. You are going to calculate area. That's going to come in, you know, how do you calculate area for a rhombus? This is what we will learn. Okay, so let's move on. What do you see here now? The word parallelogram. But what is the difference with rhombus and this one? Can somebody tell me? What is the difference with the picture you saw earlier and the picture you see now? Oh my God. Different polygons have different sums, or they are just different polygons have different sums, reader. Okay. It is rectangular. Okay, good. Sridhar says it is rectangular. Can you see here, guys? Look at this. This is your clue. One side and this side is the same length. Maybe this is 5 centimeters. This is also 5. This is not the same. It's not 5. So it has the properties of a rectangle if it's straight. But again, it's tilted. Now, earlier, the rhombus was like a square that's tilted. So parallelogram is basically any shape that's a little tilted like that. But the condition is they have 2 opposite parallel lines. Okay. And if it's with different sides, length of different sides, like 6 and 6 and 5 and 5, you call it a parallelogram. Including a rhombus. It's just that a rhombus is a bit special. Because since it's all equal, but still tilted, we call it rhombus. Rhombus means all equal. It's also known as parallelogram. But parallelogram is like the mother. Rhombus is like a special son. Okay? Next topic. Oh my gosh. You guys. All right. Okay, let's move on. Okay? So far, so good, huh? Not that I'm rushing. Okay, good. Same thing. Two angles are acute, two angles are obtuse. Okay, it's a type of parallelogram. Okay, let's move on. Okay, in a rhombus, all of the sides are equal. We did that. Okay, what is this now? A trapezium. Now, it's very different than a parallelogram. Okay, trapeziums have got only one important characteristic, if you notice carefully. What is it? There is only one set of parallel lines. The trapezium will only have one set of parallel lines. This and this is not parallel. One is going a different direction. Can you see or not? Whereas a parallelogram had parallel lines. Now, if you only have one set of parallel lines, that's called a trapezium. Okay? So you must just learn this, different shapes. Okay? Clear. Moving on. Okay, that's what I said. One pair. Okay. Next, what is this? Kite. You all know it's a kite. Okay. But look very, very carefully. There are some rules here. This line and this line is of same length. If this is 5, this is also 5 meters, centimeter, whatever it is. That means this angle and this angle is also the same. These are known as diagonals. This line and this line is also the same length. Maybe this is 10 and 10. That's the property of a kite. Okay. So where does it lead us to? What else do we have to learn? Okay. Okay. Now your turn. Ready with the chat. Okay. Or later we will see all these. All these. What is this? Answer. Okay. All of my sides and angles are equal. What am I? Quick. Put in the chat. Come on, guys. Let's speed up a little bit. I see 2 answers. Very good. Okay, it's a square. 3 answers came in already. Good. Next question. All of my sides are equal and I have 2 acute angles. What am I? Try to put your answers in direct message. Everybody can see your answer now. Wrong. What is JK? No, Gloria. Not triangle. Rhombus is correct. Somebody else said parallelogram, but no, say trapezium. Who was the person who said trapezium? Okay. All right, rhombus is correct. Hey, have I just clicked to the next question already? Oh my God. Then they all saw the answer already. Oh my God, we spoiled the question. Hey, look, I'm going to go back. All of my sides are equal and I have 2 acute angles. What am I? That's a rhombus. Okay. Now, next question. I know you guys saw this already. I have 1 pair of parallel lines. This one, what's the answer for this? Answer this now, guys. Trap. Spell it out, lah. Trapezium. Okay. This is a trapezium. Remember, trapezium got only 1 parallel line. Okay. Next, my adjacent sides are of equal length and I have 1 pair of equal angles. What am I? Adjacent means my sides. No. What shape is this? Remember of all the shapes? Nope. It's not a rectangle. It's not a triangle. We didn't learn triangle here, right? I didn't show you about triangle. No, it's not a pentagon. Did I show you anything of pentagon? My adjacent sides are of equal length. Come on, guys. And I have one pair of equal angles. Hello, what is this? When this is called adjacent, from here, this line and this line is adjacent. So my adjacent sides are of equal length. This and this is the same. This and this is the same adjacent side by side. And I have one pair of equal angles. This angle and this angle is the same. So that's called a pair. A pair means two. So what shape is this? Diamond. Very good. Okay. This is a diamond. No, this is a kite. Okay. Do you understand now? Okay. So it could be, for some of you, it's already easy peasy. You can do this. And then answer question also, then wrong. Okay. Next. All right. Your turn. I think this is easy. I have 4 right angles, but my sides are not all equal. What do you call that? Hey, rectangle, don't see it's rectangle, huh? Rectangle has equal sides, isn't it? Opposite. What is this? 4 right angles, but my sides are not all equal. Right angles, some more they say. Oh, okay, okay. Not all equal. Maybe could be rectangle. Why got right angle square? What kind of shape is that? Left angle square, parallelogram. No, parallelogram doesn't have right angles. Parallelogram is parallel. So obviously, right angle cannot exist here. Obviously, rectangle. Okay, let's see answer. Okay. I didn't read the right angles part. Okay, I think so. That's right. It's a rectangle. Okay. And now to real questions a bit. Okay. Angles. Okay. How do we find the missing angles in this parallelogram? Guys, what is angle B? Put in chat. Wait, B is 70. Good. C is 110. Well done. Okay. All right. Good. So next question. How about this? This is a, what do you see? What do you call this? 2. So you have 2 parallel or 2 equal lines here. They have same distance. So this is 95, 95, 170 divided by 2. Why? Where did you get 170 from? What is your answer for this? Okay, Sridhar says 360 minus 95 times 2. Why? Guys, don't spam the chat, please. Okay, hold on. Okay. And when you want to say something, complete the sentence. Okay. All right. I'm reading your chat. I can see. Let me see your chat first. Rishabh says 85. Okay. Sridhar, you say 360 minus 95 times 2. Tristan, you said, oh my God. Okay. Tristan, you say 85. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, why is this identity crisis happening there? Never mind. Come, guys. Okay. Listen up. Probably the girls are confused because, guys, everybody, I'm getting direct messages also from them. Okay. So let's look at this picture. Okay. Sometimes I have to see your chat a bit later. Okay. Let's look at the question first, guys. Okay. So how do we find angle C and D? Now, what do we know? We know that all the angles will add up to 360 degrees. Yes, in a quadrilateral means a shape with 4 straight sides. Remember, we are in that topic. 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. You remember what you got? 360 degrees. If it's a kite, it's the same thing. It's still a quadrilateral. This plus this plus this plus this will give you 360. If it's a rhombus, same thing. This plus inside this angle plus this angle plus this angle is going to give you 360. The rule is all the angles add up to 360. Remember that. Okay. The two lines show that the sides are equal. So angle D and C must also be equal. Yes. When these two lines are there, it shows that the sides are equal. Do you remember isosceles triangle? Do you remember this? What is the quality here? This angle and this angle is the same. Yes or not? Same thing like that. This is a parallelogram. Okay. And then here, this is a equal side. Okay. Two lines that are equal. So this angle and this angle the same, making this angle and this angle will also be the same. How do I now find this angle? 360 minus 95 minus 95. You minus this, and then you divide your answer with 2 because you will get D and E. So to find one angle, you divide by 2. All of you, take your calculator now, work this out, and tell me what is your answer. Okay? If you understand, I will need to know that you understood. So now is the time you give me a thumbs up. In your, see that says what? Okay, so do you understand, Tristan? Okay, Fatin? Can I have the calculation, the answer for this? What is 360 minus 95 minus 95? And you get your answer, you divide by 2. What would that be? Good. Tristan, Sridhar? Okay, let's move on. Can we move on now to solving? Yes, that's correct. Okay, good. So guys, let's see the next question. Clear this. Let's move on. Okay, got it, huh? Now, this is a kite. Read the instruction. Look at it. If angle A is 120, that means this is 120, huh? Okay. And D is 40, that means this is 40. Remember what's the properties of a kite? It only has one pair of same angle, which is not this angle and this angle, huh? It's this angle and this angle, which is the same. Okay, so this will also be 120. What is this angle? You find for me what is B. They gave you D is 40. Now they gave you A is 120. I think this is already easy. The opposite of A is the same because a kite's properties is only this angle and this angle is the same. Okay, what is angle B? Put in your chat. Thank you, Fatin. Thank you, Sridhar. Who else? Okay, good. Well done. Thank you, Rishabh. Now only I'm seeing your answers lah. Hey, guys, you don't think I got 4 eyes, you know. I got 2 eyes only, one pair. So I'm looking at the screen. I don't look at the chat. I look at the chat. I don't look at the screen. Okay? If not, my mata will go sepet. You know what's mata sepet? Yes, you may go to the toilet. Hey, is it 40? How can you get 41? Let me do. How come some people give me different answers now? Why is that happening? Guys, take 360 degrees minus 120 minus 120. And then you minus 40, you will get 80. Why did some people get 40? So something is wrong, huh? Okay, I'm going to tell that for the last time. Remember, take 360 degrees, that is the total angle in a quadrilateral, minus your 120, okay? Minus again 120, one is angle A, one is angle C, and then minus the 40 at the bottom there. And then you should be getting 80 as your answer. That's it, okay? Good. Now let's move on. Next question. Okay. Finish. Finish. Now, guys, let's go to our module. Okay. Now, as we go to our module, I'm going to, okay, this is just a little introduction, Tristan. It's not the whole thing. Chill, 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 cool. Module got 21 pages. Okay. The module we'll use for 2 weeks. All right. So don't get scared. I just didn't want to scare you guys. So I give you something easy first, something to, boost your confidence a bit. Okay. Now let's go see our module. Okay. So is it with you? Ready with you? Okay, let me open up. Zoom. Share. Hold on. Let me share that. Share it. Okay, here you go. So first and foremost, overview of your module. So here I'm going to make it small a little bit. So first of all, let's look at what we have to learn. Okay. And this is a resource which is very, very comprehensive. Yes, no problem, Tristan. Okay, you can just watch the recording later. If you have to leave, okay, yes, go ahead. Watch the recording. That was our lesson PowerPoint earlier. Now is the module part. Watch it later. Okay, so have a good rest. Okay, and see you all next week for those who are leaving. But those who are continuing, let's have a look at your module. Okay, first page, you see this. You have to take some time to read it, okay? All right, I'm not going to read word to word by word, okay? You will need to know what is the definition of a polygon. Anyone ask you, what is a polygon? There's only one answer. Closed shape with straight lines that don't cross. You see, closed shape. So it cannot be open like this, like a hole there. Straight lines, that means it cannot have curvy lines. Don't cross each other like this, crossing each other. No. So if you fulfill these three conditions, then your shape is a polygon. Like a square, like a triangle, like a rhombus, like a parallelogram, like a trapezium, and so on. They are all polygons. Polygon is the mother of all shapes, maybe grandmother. Okay. Now, next, parts of a polygon. You must know what's an interior angle. I think you guys know that. Exterior angle, what are diagonals? Okay. Each corner is also called as a vertex. Okay. These are some terms. Now, going down to our first page. Okay, sometimes you don't even have these information in your textbook. I've seen your textbook is not there. Okay, this is extra for you. A convex polygon and a concave polygon. Not asking you to remember, but if you want to learn, you can look at it. A convex, very simple. All the angles, the interior angles are less than 180. That means there's no inside angle which is more than 180. The shape looks like it's all less than 180, okay? Whereas a concave, there is one angle here inside which is more than 180. How do I know? If I draw a straight line, can you see this angle is more than 180? That's what makes a concave polygon, okay? Simple terms, equilateral polygon. What is another name for this? You remember we just studied this? All the sides are the same, okay? There are actually all the sides are the same length. You can even say two things. Okay, you can say if they have 90 degrees, all the sides are the same, then it's called a square. Now, all the sides are the same, but they don't have 90 degrees. What do you call this? Hey, darlings, we just did this 10 minutes ago. What is that word? Come on. Now I'm looking at the chat. Now nobody's answering. Good, rhombus. Okay, very beautiful name. Next time you have kids, you give them. One is trapezium, one is rhombus. Okay, one is parallelogram. Where's the parallelogram? Call. Imagine you have children. Luckily, your mother, father give you good names. Didn't give you names like this. Okay. All right. All right, let's move on. Okay. Just imagine I had sons and I call them, hey, parallelogram, come here. Hey, rhombus, come here. Okay. Now, what is this? Equiangular polygon. Apa itu cerita? Equal lah. Angle itu equal. That's equiangular. I still cannot pronounce this so properly. Oh my God. Why they give so complicated names one? Just say equal angle, kan? See? So like equinox only. Equiangular. Oh my God. Just don't have to remember. Okay, guys. Just think of this. There are many types of polygons, okay? And some you know by names, okay? Regular polygon is enough, okay? And what do you call these? Maybe you remember this from your primary school. Apa ini? Very famous shape. Hexagon? Oh my God. I'm gonna hex you, Tristan. It's not hexagon. Apa ini lah? Pentagon lah. You know, the US there, they build a whole building in the shape of a pentagon. Then they put all the army people to work there. They build a 3D shape and not a 2D shape. The 2D from the bird, if you're flying over the pentagon, it will look like a pentagon, but they got height down there. Okay. What are you laughing about? Your papagon, what is that? Your papagon. My goodness. Okay. Okay, this one you read by yourself if you want to know more. I'm just giving you all that extra information, okay? Guys, move on to page 2. Okay, some important here. Terms, some Greek words. Hey, you learn sejarah, you learn Tamadun Rome and Tamadun Yunani. These things all came from them. If you want, you hate maths, go and throw stones at them. Who asked them to create all these? You see? So 3 means trio. 4 means tetra. Earlier I told you what? Tetra is another name. 5. Do you know what is all these, guys? Do you know what is this? This is called tally. Do you remember your primary school? You learned data? Tally. Tally means a group of 5. So here means 5, 10, and 1. So 5, 5, and 1 means 11. You remember or not? 5, 5, and then 2. So dodeca is 12. Nice name for your children. Okay, next time you have kids, call them. 3 deca, come here. Tetradeca, go there. Nona, go cook chicken rice. Octa, go fry fish. Then you will remember all your maths. Okay. Tetra is 44. 4. Somebody is calling his brother, Hendeka, come here. Oh, maybe, you know, when, okay, this is very interesting. Just imagine, you are 12 years old. I call you Dodeka. Yeah. If you're 10 years old, I call Deka. So I call Sachin. Let's say my Sachin is 10 years old. I call Deka Sachin, come here. That's how you remember. Go call your little cousins and brothers and sisters all with this name. And some they won't even understand what you're talking. They will think you're talking something really, you know, and they wouldn't know you're teasing them really. Okay. So go and explore all these words. Okay. Now, some pictures to help you. And guys, all these are notes. This is not question. All these are notes. You must take your time to read. Now look at number 5. Okay, let's start at number 3. This is important. Important. Okay, penting. All right, look at number 3. What is, it's not number 3, it's 3 sides. Okay, if you have 3 sides, it's called a triangle. Good. Now, convex triangle, that means all the angle here is less than 180. Concave, not available unless you are able to draw a triangle which has an angle, one of the angle more than 180 degrees. That's concave. You remember concave just now, the description? One of the angle must be more than 180 degrees. Can you draw a triangle like that? If you can, then you will enter the Guinness Book of Records. If not, then you better learn. You cannot create a triangle with one angle more than 180 degrees. Why? Answer me why. Cepat. Who is smart only can answer this. No, the maximum also cannot be 179. You are meaning to tell you can draw a triangle like that. Like this is 0.5 and this is 0.5. Like that. Can. Okay, I challenge you, draw. Correct. So the maximum Siddharth says is 179 degrees because you can have half a degree here and half a degree here. Okay lah, boleh lah, 179.8 because you have 0.1 degree here and 0.1 degrees here. Okay, maybe I'll accept it. Why? Because the total angle in a triangle is 180. Tristan, do you understand or have we gone to space? Do you understand why this is NA? NA means not available. Okay, my goodness. Tristan, my boy, I repeat a bit, okay? Concave means what? Concave means one of the angle inside the shape must be more than 180. Can you draw a triangle with an angle which is more than 180? And then can you call it a triangle? Can I call this a triangle? Can I have 181 degrees like that? This is not a straight line. Can you see? The minute it's 181 degrees, this is not a straight line. So it's not even a triangle anymore. Because a straight line already takes up 180 degrees. So Siddharth is telling that the maximum angle that you can have in a triangle was 17, what do you all say just now, 179, 179.8 and blah, blah, blah. We're just discussing this, that's all. Nothing so important. Okay? Why? The important thing is total angle in a triangle is 180. If one angle itself is more than 180, how can I create a triangle? That's why they put there not available. And I said, if you can create, you'll enter the Guinness Book of Records. So breaking the law of geometry. Okay? All right. Now, if it's a triangle and it's equilateral, it's like this. Equal angular. Can you see the dots there? So it shows that the angle is equal. Cyclic, okay, not in your scope. You don't have to remember. Fine, forget about all this. Okay, and if it's a regular, this is called an equilateral triangle. This is called a square. This is called a pentagon. All the sides are the same. This is called a hexagon. But a shape like this is also a hexagon. A shape like this is also a hexagon. Okay, this is an equilateral hexagon. But if all the sides are the same, like this, you call it a regular hexagon. All these are heptagons. Can you see? This arrow is a heptagon. Why? Because it has 7 sides. That's all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have 7 sides, you create a heptagon. 7 sides, heptagon. 7 sides, heptagon. All the angles are the same, equal angular heptagon. Cyclic heptagon, and this one regular heptagon. Octagon, you draw any straight sides. Weird also, never mind. It's still an octagon if it has 8 sides. But if all the sides are the same and all the angles are equal, then you call it as the regular octagon. So in standard primary, you learn this. Secondary, you understand polygon just doesn't mean this. If I say hexagon, any shape which has 6 straight lines qualifies to be a hexagon. Any shape with 5 straight lines qualifies to be a pentagon. Okay, you learn primary only this. And then this, triangle, square, that's it. But you look, the whole picture of polygon is way, way, way much wider, bigger. Now, we only learn up to 8. Don't forget, just like infinity, the numbers continue. Adalah sini for you. 9 means nonagon, 10 means decagon, hendecagon, dodecagon, tridecagon, tetradecagon. You don't ask me who created all these, the Greek fellas. Okay, go and scold them. The Greek mathematicians created all these. Okay? So can you imagine how smart they were? Really? Go start calling your brothers and sisters with all these. Pendecagon, come here, Pendecagon. Oh, this is look like, you know, Uther Pendragon. You guys watch King Arthur. Have you heard of King Arthur? What's Arthur's father's name? Uther Pendragon. Yes or not? Maybe they got it from here. Pendecagon. Uther Pendragon. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay. I think special triangles, guys, third page, this is also notes. Huh? We have done this. So this is a revision for you. Scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, read. Equilateral triangle, apa itu cerita? Acute angle triangle, what does it mean? Right angle triangle, ini. Obtuse angle triangle, obtuse means one angle is big, between 90 and 180. Okay? All right. That's triangles. We have done triangles before, D. Okay, now, I just showed you what are quadrilaterals. Remember, we had a presentation earlier. Okay, then a scalene. Now, this one, see carefully. Don't get confused, you know. Triangle, scalene means no equal sides or angles. For example, I draw for you like this. The angles are all different, and this is 3, and this may be 5, and this may be 7. All the sides are also different. So you call this as a scalene triangle. Now, if I draw say a 4-sided shape, it's not a trapezium, this is not parallel. Okay, I just draw any 4-sided shape. Yes, Tristan. Okay. I also call it scalene quadrilateral, which means none of the sides are the same. Okay, there's no equal sides or angles. So the word scalene is kind of special. Can be for triangle, it even can be for quadrilateral. But if I have a trapezium, that means I have one pair of parallel lines, That's why you learn parallel lines. You see, now you can see with that knowledge of lines and angles, you can understand what shapes are. And that's what this topic is. This topic, before we do the questions, guys, you need to understand all this. Kalau tak, you will not learn. Okay? So I have given you ample notes. In fact, out of 20 pages, 10 pages may be notes. Okay? Isosceles, you have isosceles triangle. You also have isosceles trapezium. Read what it is. Equilateral triangle. If everything is equal, we can also call it rhombus. We can call it a square if it's a quadrilateral. Okay? And a right angle triangle, you know what it is, and a square will have the right angles. A kite, we explored all these already. So I'm going to move on. Don't want to make it too boring for you. You have to read. Suka tak suka, you must read. Now, this one is also reading material. A square, all the properties of it. A rhombus, what are the properties of it? Symmetry especially. Okay lah, I'll give you a question lah. Okay. So explore yourself, okay? In fact, here, quadrilaterals. And this is a very good resource. So please keep this on your wall. Take your time to read it. Angle sum of a triangle. Okay, this already also we know. We have done triangles, okay? Okay, if you don't believe me, what you do, just for fun, okay, what are they saying here? Go draw a triangle, okay? Cut all the angles out. Can you see or not? And then you put the cut part like this. Put that angle, if this is angle A, angle A will be here. Join up all the angles and see whether it falls on a straight line. How many of y'all have done this? So this is going to be a hands-on test for you. After this, go draw a triangle. Okay, label it A, angle A. Okay, angle B. Okay, angle C. After that, cut it out. And then join all those little pieces on a straight line and see whether it fits and makes 180 degrees. This is how they came up with the rumus, with the formula that all the angles in a triangle is 180. Tell me who knows this? Did you all know this? Any one of you have done this in school before? Have you tried this? Guys, tak pernah kan? So do it at home. This is how you prove. No, you didn't do this in standard fall, okay? All right. Okay. All right, clear this. Okay, let's move on. So protractor, you know how to use. Okay, there are some notes here that you can read. Cheat sheet, that's your summary. Okay, not for this chapter. Okay, now your turn. We are on page 8. Okay, tell me now. These are some clues here. You tell me what is the type of angle or what is the type of triangle that is described. This is a maths question. Now, what maths question is this? This is a maths question. All internal angles are less than 90 degrees and it has no axis of reflection. Guys, okay, I'll give you a chance. Please refer to the notes. Okay, so as I'm going to, let you all go on, I want you to do this. Do this page. How? You go and refer to the notes. Okay, go and read this and tell me what type of triangle is this. One internal angle is equal to 90 degrees and two sides are equal in length. Don't just guess answers now. Go to the notes. You need to refer. So this is the first exercise that you are having here. Page 8. Do this. There are 5 questions here that ask you about triangle properties. That means the answer is going to be on the triangle page. Do this. We will discuss it next lesson. Okay? I'm going to give you some homework this time. Okay. Number 2. This is something we can do. Calculation. Okay? Clear the drawing. Are you ready, guys? Okay, time's up for you to tell me answer. What is angle C? Easy, huh? This is easy. You already know the total angle of a triangle is 180. So don't bother all about all this. Tell me just what is the angle here. But 23, 24, tell me a nice answer, guys. Come on, all of you. What is the angle C? You must understand the total angle is 180. So take your calculator, minus 85 minus 70. That's what you need to do. Yes, Fatin, you are right. 25. Yes, who else said 25? Sidat. Okay, Fatin. Do you all understand? Okay, this is easy. Don't do this, never mind. Okay, sometimes they're pretty long-winded a bit. We just want to make it get to the angle. How do I find E? How do I find angle E? Again, the same thing. What's your answer, guys? Put in chat quickly. Minus 105 minus 42. Very good. 33 degrees. Well done, Rishabh, Fatin, Sidat. Good. Okay? Well done. Don't you say, you got calculator, use lah calculator. Isn't it? Doesn't matter. Okay. Now, I'm going to maybe make the screen a little bigger. Huh? Maybe you can't see. Now seeing better, guys? Sorry about that. Okay. You didn't strike me earlier. Okay. Better still now. Name and calculate the size of the blank angle in these triangles. You know what are they asking, right? Just the blank angle. That is angle G. How much is it? Angle V. How much is it? Angle Z. How much? Sorry, X. Sorry, how much is it? I'm going to leave you to do this. So finish up this page. Okay. Let's move on. Again, the questions here. The unknown angle in each of these triangles is labeled with the letter X. Now, it's also called as a variable. Your algebra lah, coming to visit you because it miss you so much. What is x? This is easy. This is easy. This is also easy. You can do it. I know you can. Boleh kan? Hey, can I have a thumbs up if you can do this, guys? I'm going to leave you with this to do. You got to do some work kan after this. Natasha, Gloria, boleh ya? Okay, finding the third angle in a triangle. Good. How about this? Very nice questions. Got decimal. Okay, got decimal point all. So use the calculator and calculate. What is the angle for all the labeled variables? What is angle A? What is angle B? Practice lah. Okay, all this is your triangle questions. Okay, now look here. Sometimes they give you XX. Don't get confused. This is an isosceles triangle. That means X and X is the same. Now, how about this? This is 5Z, this is 3Z, and this is Z. Don't you remember linear equations, guys? So 5Z plus 3Z plus Z is 9Z equals to 180. Z, 180 divided by 9 is 20. See how beautiful our maths is? Algebra always visits us. This is not even algebra. This is just an unknown there. Okay, you're just finding. Okay, an unknown value. What is Z? So yes, basics of algebra. Okay, clear? So the next page will be beautiful questions for you to try. We are still exploring triangles. Okay, so I believe you can do this. I'm just going to do one question, ask you to do one question. All of you do F. All of you on your side, just do one question for me. I got 13 chats lah. A47. What is A47? Oh, answer. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, all of you now do F. Okay. What is Z? What is the value of Z? Let me see. Some of you gave me answer already. Let me check. Come on, find the value of Z. That is 8Z, 2Z, 2Z. So altogether 12Z. So very good. How did you get 30, Rishabh? Who gave me 15? That's correct. Okay, correct. 15 is the correct answer. So Siddharth, correct. Rishabh, correct. How did I get 15? Altogether there is 12Z. And that's equals to 180 degrees. So Z is equivalent to 180 divided by 12. Please write that out. And that's equals to 15. Okay. Magic pula. Okay. What's next? See, we worked on, see, these notes are very beautiful in the sense that it takes you one by one. So I'm not going to go too long. This is going to be our last part. We'll continue next. I'm going to stop by just finishing up with quadrilaterals. Just now, there was an experiment. You can do a hands-on. Go draw a triangle, cut the angle, put it together. Yes or not? Now, go take another piece of paper, draw 4 straight lines. Use a ruler. Doesn't have to be equal. Just you draw a quadrilateral. Try these out. Just make sure they are straight lines. So you have drawn a polygon, a quadrilateral. Then you look, cut a straight diagonal to make 2 triangles. Take from one diagonal, draw from one corner to the other corner, draw a line, cut it. What do you make here? You make 2 triangles, label it. So each triangle has an internal angle of 180 degrees that you know. Because you did so many questions already, right? So you know all the triangle, the angles inside is 180. Now, so what is the sum of a quadrilateral? What is the total angle inside it? It must be 2 times the angle of a triangle, which means it must be 360. How do I prove it? How do I prove it? So what you do? You draw the quadrilateral, you label the angles. Can you see here, the bottom part here? You label it, you cut it out, then you put it like that together. Join it up into all the corners touching to form a revolution. What is a revolution? 360 degrees. That's a revolution. That means from here, I start, I come back. Do this. Do this and prove to yourself. Okay? This is experiment. If I'm in a physical class, I'll make you cut pieces out. So this is proving that all the angles inside a quadrilateral is 360. So guys, you are going to do page 12 and page, no, enough. Stop at page 12. Okay, so I don't think I need to also tell you, after this, you know how to find Q. Take 360 degrees, minus 77, minus 68, minus 150. If earlier we worked with triangle, we used 180 degrees. Now it's quadrilateral, 360 degrees. And that will be it for today. Okay, that's it. Enough. We have done half the module. Okay, good job. Well done. But make sure you complete this page. Remember, God, your algebra friend will visit you here. Can you see this last question here? All the Z, 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 and then the 2 Y's here. Find Y. Okay? So you got to do all the way up to this. Can or not? Boleh ke tak? Faham or not? Gloria, Rishabh, Natasha, Fatin, Siddharth. Can I have a thumbs up if you all are okay with this so far? Faham. Good. But you guys, you see, remember, maths needs practice. So all those notes are important, but what if we don't put it to practice? And this is your practice. So we have done 2 shapes with more to come, okay? So we have done triangles, we have done quadrilaterals, okay? So next, we will see other things. So I think that's all I wanted to do up to today, okay? Let's stop the recording.